Hello and welcome to Quick Charge by Electrek. I'm Mikey G, and it's Thursday, November 10th. Tesla has canceled solar projects en masse across the U.S. as the company says it's shutting down its solar operations in some markets. Over the last 3 days, Electrek has received half a dozen reports from Tesla solar customers who've been informed by the company that they would not be moving forward with the projects and canceling the order. This includes customers who had solar panels or roofs on order, and even some projects that were already designed and permitted. Based on social media channel checks, hundreds of Tesla customers are in the same boat. In the email, Tesla writes that it is no longer servicing areas where those customers are located. So far, it spans the areas of Greater Los Angeles, Northern California, Oregon, and Florida. Electrek has also learned that Tesla has laid off a number of employees in their solar scheduling, planning, and design department. Considering the cancellations referring to third-party installers and their own layoffs in their solar planning department, it looks like Tesla might be calling back its own solar installations and instead planning on relying on third-party installers. Tesla is starting to hire workers specifically for Cybertruck production at Gigafactory Texas. In March of 2022, it was confirmed that Tesla aims to complete Cybertruck development this year for production to begin in 2023. Tesla currently has 6 job listings related to Cybertruck production, one of them for a lead Cybertruck production, and the other for 5 new listings of Cybertruck body in white. Now, the body in white listing could be challenging, as the Cybertruck has been designed with an exoskeleton of stainless steel, which is unlike general methods of a body frame with panels. Tesla is also looking for a manufacturing operations leader for the program. As we reported last week, Tesla is still looking to hire an overall leader at Gigafactory Texas to oversee manufacturing programs at the plant. This is more commonly referred to as a plant director. Tesla has publicly displayed the Model Y with new multi-coat Quicksilver paint for the first time. Back in the early days of the Model S, Tesla used to offer a variety of colors, but the automaker decided to streamline options and now offers only a handful of colors that have remained the same for the last few years. Back in March, 2 new colors were announced, Cherry Red and the newly shown Quicksilver. Since it's only being produced in Gigafactory Berlin for now, the color is only available on the Model Y, expected to be in the European and Middle Eastern markets for the time being. Rivian released its third quarter earnings result, announcing it has produced 7,363 electric vehicles at their Illinois plant. They delivered 6,584 during the quarter. The EV maker stuck to its year-end guidance so far of producing 25,000 EVs despite ongoing supply chain hurdles. In the second quarter, Rivian's backlog grew to about 98,000 with a rising average pre-order rate. But now Rivian posted revenue of $536 million in the third quarter, missing Wall Street estimates of around $550 million. Rivian generated a negative gross profit of negative $917 million in this third quarter. Rivian's operating costs grew to $857 million, up from $694 million in the same quarter last year. Rivian posted a net loss of over $1.7 billion compared to a net loss of $776 million last year. The wider loss is because of the higher input costs associated with building manufacturing capabilities. Rivian ended the quarter with a sufficient $13.8 billion in cash, despite a significant cash burn of over $1.6 billion in the third quarter. Losses stacking up is inevitable as Rivian is scaling production, but as production and delivery levels continue to climb, the company should start to see higher margins. A new high-performance model from Kia is set to take place in the United Kingdom. According to a report from Autocar, the Kia Stinger GT will no longer be available to UK customers after a short 5-year run. Now, the Kia EV6 GT will be the most powerful model in the market. In August, Kia unveiled the fastest production vehicle that they've made, the fully electric EV6 GT. While it wasn't the first or last time that we see an electric vehicle replace an iconic gas-powered model, it is one that is noteworthy. Actually, Ford has already started upgrading consumer favorite models such as the Mustang and the F-150 trucks into pure electric, so hopefully this trend continues. Less than 6 months after Geely Auto Group announced a new outdoor-centric marquee called Radar Auto, the brand has launched its first electric pickup truck in China called the RD6. Production is officially underway overseas, and orders have been booked with an MSRP of around $25,000. The parent company Geely is one of the top 10 largest auto manufacturers in China and is the parent company to several EV brands that we cover regularly, including Jidu, Lotus, Volvo, and Zeekr. Geely actually owns Polestar along with Volvo. Not sure how that works, but the truck will have 3 battery options with an estimated 249 to 393 miles of range. Production is underway in China with the first deliveries expected in January of 2023. Sadly, no plans for the U.S. sales as of yet, but it very well could come in the future. Lithium-ion battery recycler Redwood Materials and Audi are launching a program that enables consumers to drop off their old battery-powered devices at a local Audi dealership, and then Redwood will recycle them into EV batteries. Redwood has already partnered with Volkswagen and other auto companies to recycle and build electric car batteries, but this is the first program aimed at the public at large. So now you can power the EV revolution, at least for Audi. All you got to do is drop off your old cell phones, laptops, electric bikes, electric scooters, electric toothbrushes, power drills at your local Audi dealership for recycling. All right, it is opinion time. I am actually quite excited for the battery recycling program because, as it turns out, electric car batteries can be recycled, up to 90% of their materials from what I understand, and this is really good news. A lot of people on, let's just say, the other side of the EV revolution are under the impression that when an electric vehicle is done with its battery, that the battery just goes in the garbage can or the landfill, but that's not the case. You can actually recycle them. A lot of people don't realize this, and I think it's a really, really, really important thing to tell people. It's actually one of the first things that I tell people when we start having the conversation where you start feeling each other out for their leanings on a particular subject, because I think that compared to gas cars, yeah, I mean, you can't get that smog back and put it back into the car. So there's that. In today's community comment found on YouTube, referencing the title of the previous video and pretty much all the videos that I've made recently, Tony S. says, quote, Tesla EV News, when you change that to EV News, maybe we'll be back to this channel. Anything related to this MAGA South African is rejected by many of us. You're judged by the company you keep. Sad part here is I used to like this channel. Well, Tony, I'm sorry that you don't like the channel anymore. I'm not sure what changed because we've been reporting on the same topics for nearly 3 years, so maybe there's something else that you take issue with. To your point, Elon Musk is not my personal company, just a subject of which I report on EV News. Just so happens that Tesla is leading the electric revolution, and like it or not, Elon Musk is inseparably connected to Tesla. When that changes, I'll let you know. On another note, society, politics, and groups of people are quite diverse. A single person and the way that they see the world can be so unique and individual that it leaves me speechless sometimes. I'm very sorry to hear that you believe that my reporting on Elon Musk should categorize me in a group that should be rejected. If you intend to stop watching the show on account of this perceived affiliation, well, I wish you the best during your internet travels. For what it's worth, Tony S., thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.